Hey guys, welcome to episode number 12 with your Ottawa Senators. We're here in year number 4, round 2 against the Detroit Red Wings. Let's go straight. Before we start, we talked last episode about the +5 Duclair line for the first. We're going to actually just go back to the old way we had it, and that's putting Gallagher there. We're just going to keep it because that's how the regular season went. They're almost all 90s, but it works the same. I want to keep that. If we start to lose, though, a couple games, then that's where we're going to probably maybe we can make some line changes. We know what we can do if we need to make line changes. So just to recap, we beat the Montreal Canadiens in 5 games, I believe it was, if I remember. 6. Yeah, 5 games. Sorry, that was a regular season game. So yeah, 5 games it only took to beat Montreal. Let's hope we can continue that against Detroit. They're the same thing. Like Montreal, they're still a young team, younger than us, roughly the same, or just a little bit younger, I think. Just a quick look, we have Heroes, Larkin, Fabry is the first line, Gunderson, Bracco, and Svechnikov, Timoshev, Savoie, and Zadina, Perlini, Hayes, and Yarncroc, Riley, Burns, Sider, Edler, Choliski, Hronik, and Annette, Holpe, and Pedersen. So why don't we just jump straight into the simulation here. Tim Meyer led the way with 6 points last series. Let's see if we can continue that dominance on the first line, first period. And we get one right there. It's Bernard Docker from the point on Braden Holpe. Let's see if we continue that there. Got one more shot than us, but we're Demko playing great second period. Oh, 6 goals that period. So Gallagher, White, Gallagher. So that second line right there had 4 goals right there. And then Besser and Brandstrom. So closeout is in place for up 7-0. If we give this up, though, okay, 8-0, Bernard Docker. Guys, settle down. This is not fair. Okay, Gunderson gets 1 for them. We're still up 8-1 on them. If we're making a statement here in the first game, we are for sure with that one. And Svechnikov gets 1. So now, of course, we're starting to... Now, if I'm getting a bit nervous. And time will run out on them, but what a second period we had. 6 goals. Let's just go back to that quickly. So not even just over a minute in, Gallagher gets 1 in the face-off circle. Then 3 minutes later, White gets 1, and about a minute and a half later, White gets another 1. 5 minutes later, Gallagher gets 1. Not even off the face-off, Brock Besser rips 1 from the point. And Brandstrom, with about 5 minutes left, gets 1. So that's 6 goals right there. We chased Holpe in the first game. We need to do that more often. Drake Batherson out with a mild concussion. So that's going to hurt us. He's only for about 5 days, though, so hopefully it's not too long. Let's see here what we can do in game number 2. Big way to start it off at home. Let's continue that momentum and take us 2-0 series lead. Only twice has Ottawa ever done that in franchise history, go up 2 games to nothing in a series. So let's see if we can continue that first period. No scoring, that's okay. We're outshooting them again 11-6. Let's see if we can continue that into the second. Okay, 1 shot apiece, or 1 goal apiece. Chabot gets 1 and Sider gets 1. So we're tied 1-1. We're outshooting them again. Let's see if we can continue, or let's see if we can play well in the third period. There we go. Duclair on the power play from the face-off circle. And we are now up 2-1. Josh Norris coming in for Drake Batherson gets 1 in the face-off circle. We got a 3-1 lead, not game lead, not a series lead. We're not jumping the gun just yet. But time is running out on these Detroit Red Wings, and we are going to close out game number 2 and take a 2-0 series lead. So far, so good. Ryan Hartman out with an injured hip now. I think I got another forward there. That should be fine, though, because Batherson should be back any day now. So in 2 games, we've got 11 goals to their 3. Nothing big, though. Drake Batherson is back, so that's good. Christian Yarrow, so he just fit in there for 1 little second. Batherson will come back in, though. And we'll put Yarrows back out, and we'll put Josh Norris on the wing on that third line. So the first line I haven't seen too much out of, but depth scoring is definitely for sure coming in. We're going to move the series over now to Detroit at Little Caesars Arena. Let's see if we can continue our dominance here after the first 2 games. Western Conference are 2-0 in the game. Sorry, could not catch my words there. First period here in Detroit, and I guess the home ice helped. Gunderson and Riley get 1, not even a minute apart. So they're up 2-0. They're out shooting us 15-5. So I guess home ice advantage has a thing in this series. Second period, we get 2, but they get 1. So Damon Severson gets 1 early in. Zadina gets one not too long after, and then Shane Pinto gets one on Braden Holtby. So they're up 3-2. They got 10 more shots than us, but here we go in the third, and then Heroes gets one, like we talked about from that Montreal series. They get one from center ice. I don't understand this simulation. Why can they score easily from center ice with no problem? But I think this game was Detroit's from the get-go. I mean, look at those shots totals, 37, 38, and they beat us 4-2 in game number 3, respectively, 38-22 the shots. So they had their backs up against the wall, because if they lost that one, I think they'd be almost done. So they respond back with a good game. I'll give them that. Good game for them. But let's see what we can do here in game number 4. Let's try and take another. Let's take a 3-1 series lead here. We're the only series that's not up 3-0. Okay. No pressure on us. So, game number 4 here in Detroit. First period. There we go. We get one. Matty Barzal. Finally, that first line's getting it right there. 12 minutes, just over 13 minutes in, or 7 minutes in, sorry. Yeah, sorry, my math is off. It's early right now when I'm recording, but try to get these out for you guys. I'm enjoying this series as much as a lot. So let's go. Sorry, I thought I heard something in the house. Second period. Morocco gets one on the doorstep. And we are outshooting them this time in the 33-17. Let's see if we can get something on Holtby. Holtby's playing great, standing on his head for them. They got a power play. We kill that off. Under 10 minutes to go here, we got a power play. Our power play is deadly, and of course we can't score. Under 5 minutes to go here, and Heroes gets one. And Savoie gets one. And they were the better team in the third, so they take a 3-1 or 4-1. Zach Smith. Okay, Zach Smith plays for them now. Former Ottawa Senator. So we are tied at 2 games apiece going back to Ottawa. For a team that looked like we were going to steamroll after the first 2 games, they now have tied it. Both Western Conferences up 3-1, and Pittsburgh moved on to the Eastern Conference Finals. We are not playing the game. I apologize. All right, here we go. Game number 5, back in Ottawa. Home teams won every game. Let's see here. First period. Split the goals. Okay, Yarncroc got one for them, and Brock Besser early in the game for us. A lot of shots there, 17-12. Let's see what we get in the second period. They're up 3-2. Baracco, Zadina, and Kachuk got one late for us. That last minute goal. Let's see if that can help us with the momentum. We got a power play here. Couldn't get anything going. And we are now at the 10-minute mark, and this isn't looking good. They are on a power play. They don't get anything. Come on, Ottawa. Can you get one late? Remember that game we went to Montreal? Can't you recreate magic? And we don't. So it was what? A 2-0 series lead and 11 goals to their 3 is now us down 3-2. Going back to Detroit. It's not what we wanted. Let's shake this lineup up just a bit. Let's try it out. Duclair, go back to the first line. Besser down to the second. We'll go with that +5 rating. Just trying to see if there's any other things I can move around. Pinto, no. Thornton. Let's go with +1s on every single line except that first. Let's try it out, guys. We're gonna put Batherson down on the second line, on the fourth line. We're gonna put Thornton on the second. Does that do anything? Put Savoie instead, or Hoodler, sorry. And every single line has got a plus. Thatcher Demko's in net, Gustafsson backing up at an 82. Let's see what this lineup can do. So +5, +1, +1, +1. +5, +1, +1. Every single line has a plus. Our backs are up against the wall. This is, I think, a year for us to take a cup run. Let's see what happens here. In Detroit, game number 6, pressure's on us. First period. And of course they get to Heroes and Fabry. Okay. They got 2 more shots, so those 2 shots can help us. Let's go real-time simulation. Let's see what we can get here. Power play for us. Nothing. Power play for them. Long power play. Who got the minor? Who got the major? No goals whatsoever through the halfway. There we go. Pinto gets one from the face-off circle. And we got another power play. There we go. Gallagher gets one from the face-off circle. Same spot on Holtby. And now we are tied at 2. Under 2 minutes to go, and we are going to be tied at 2 going into the third. So this could be the last 20 minutes of our season. Will it be? Hopefully not. Let's see here. There we go. Ryan Hartman gets one from the face-off circle. And then Matt Dumba gets one. Did not realize he was in Detroit. I probably did. He was probably scratched or injured. And who took the major again for us? And nothing on it. The likes of that for our power play. Come on, guys. Let's get one late and then send it back to Ottawa. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. I don't want to go to overtime. And we're going to overtime. You guys know me. I don't like watching the overtime, but we're going to have to do it anyway. First goal says it all. Here we go. Time, and they get it. Zach Smith, former Ottawa setter from the side. That's it for Ottawa this year. Ottawa is ousted in 6 games to the Detroit Red Wings. So after taking a 2-0 series lead on 11 goals in the first 2 games, we dropped the next 4 games, 4-2, 4-1, 3-2, and 4-3 in overtime. Let's go. Let's simulate the rest of the offseason, see where we're at. Don't have the first round pick, so we lose out on that. Gallagher led the way with 10 points. Joe Thornton might retire. Don't really want to bring him back. I believe this is it. Pittsburgh wins the cup. Yeah. Crosby wins another one. So we don't have any picks up there, so we're not looking at the lottery. Who is retiring? Is Joe Thornton retiring? Ryan Getzlaf is. Pavelski, Spezza, Vanek, Palmanville, Carter, Perry, Keith, Brown, Bufflin, Bobby Ryan, Filppula, Giordano, Erickson, Zajac, Green, just to name a few. Goaltending-wise, Lundqvist, Anderson, Halak, Smith, Elliott, Howard, Schneider, McElhinney, Stalock. Just to name a couple as well. So a couple former Ottawa Senators there. Retiring, sorry. Belleville has no coaches and Ottawa has no coaches. So our coaches will be back next year. We're going to wrap this one up looking at all the statistics, awards, and all that. So why don't we look at the awards first? I'm disappointed just as much as you guys are. So it was Pittsburgh. Nashville was the best team. It was Chicago versus Pittsburgh. Mitch Marner won the Art Ross and the Hart. Provorov won the Norris. Marner the Lady Byng. Rookie Lambert. Strome was the Conn Smythe winner. Riddick the Vezina. Hart the William M. Jennings. Hedman the Bill Masterson. Boyton the Jack Adams. Frank Selke, Couturier, Marner, Ted Lindsay, and Johnny Tavares, the Maurice Rocket Richard. Came to statistic-wise for us in the playoffs. Let's see here. Gallagher had 10 points on Barzell, 9, Meyer, 8, Jabot, 8, Bernard Docker, 7, Besser, 7, White, 7, Severson, Duclair, Brandstrom, Hartman, 5, Bratherson, 4, Pinto, 3, Kachuk, 3, Hoodler, 3, Thornton, and that's it. So Brady Tkachuk had a really off year this year. What should we do, guys, in the likes of the next episode? So I like the team we have. Obviously, guys like Joe Thornton, I think, are going to move on and not be a part of the team next year. We do have, who am I thinking? Brendan Gallagher, still at 6.2. I think he should be considered coming back. Remember that Brock Besser did not want to sign with us for long term. He wanted 1 year, so we'll see what that happens next year. Bernard Docker needs a contract. Why don't we try and get him a contract extension right now? You know what? For a good year he had like that, especially the playoffs, I understand why he's going to, but we're going to offer him up a smaller deal. We'll do 4.5.85. That's about, we'll give him 3.9. Actually, we'll give him 4. That still gives us $5 million to spend. Duclair does not want to come back, guys, and he would like that's a cheap extension. So we're going to keep that. Remember, Anthony Duclair does not want an extension, so we could possibly just move on from Anthony Duclair and find someone else. He does only want a $2.6 million deal. That's a big drop-off from what he was before. We could look into getting someone else, someone cheaper, but we'll see what happens. Pinto wants a 1 year, 2.6. Sure, give him a 1 year deal. Josh Norris wants a 1 year deal. Cheap deals, I like it. Well, Lannon wants to. We're going to give Landon a 1 year. Joe Thornton, what do you want? Yeah, no, we're going to let Joe Thornton walk. Mike Riley for the minors, do you want a 1-way or a 2-way? 2-way, so that's fine. And that's what we're going to look at, guys, when it comes to our extensions. So Joe Thornton will not be extended. And Anthony Duclair, do we try and extend him, or do we let him walk and get someone else? Coming to goaltending-wise, nothing good on everything good on goaltenders. So I'll leave it there for you guys to decide what we should do. Drop in the comments what we should do. What should we do in the draft? I'll show you the picks. Remember, we don't have a first-round pick. We gave that to Boston, who took Brad Marchand, or we got Brad Marchand, but we also ended up trading Marchand to San Jose for Timo Meier, and we still have a lot of picks. 3 seconds, a third, 2 fourths, a fifth, a sixth, and 2 sevenths. So you guys let me know, what should we do draft-wise? Should we trade one of these and try and get a first? Or should we... Oh, look, we have 15, 16, 17, so maybe we could try and package this all and get like a 31st or a 30th overall pick. But besides that, guys, you guys take care. Let me know what you thought about this season. I thought we could have done a bit better. Next episode, we'll tackle the draft and free agency. But besides that, guys, you guys take care, and I'll see you next episode.